Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jake and today I kind of want to have a discussion about investing versus trading. So trading is a super broad term and we'll go over that here in the video, but I just want to quickly say thanks to everybody who is checking me out on Instagram. That has grown a little bit faster than I expected. I feel like I'm catching up with how many subscribers I have here on YouTube. So that is awesome. So I appreciate everybody who's checking me out over there. Also, like and subscribe here if you also want to continue with me on this journey. I would appreciate that. But with that being said, we'll jump into what is trading and what is investing. So these are, of course, my interpretations of what these things are. But it's also kind of a more broader term for what most people would consider trading and investing. So the reason I even thought about this at all, because I personally consider myself an investor. I do some trades here and there, but typically, and I have a play account that I do some day trading on, but typically I like to stay invested for the long term. What even sparked this conversation was my brother asking me, or not even asking me and him discussing Robinhood restricting trading on GameStop, and he said it hurts everyday investors. And I typically told him, or basically told him, that those weren't investors per se. A lot of those people were day traders. There is a big difference between someone who's going to hold on to the stock because they see value in the company and that they see value in a product, or even that a company is growing. And in the case of GameStop, that company was pretty much dead in the water. They were doing some things behind the scenes that were proving to be able to have hopefully some future growth, and hopefully changing up their business model and things like that. But for the most part, that company was stalling out. And who knows, they could have went and increased their value in the future. And we never know what the future holds, of course. But to get back to the point of investing versus day trading. So you do have swing trading, day trading itself, short trading. There's lots of different terminology for trading as well. What it typically is, let's just break down by the simplest version of day trading. So this is where you buy stock for typically, if it's true day trading, just for the day. And when it makes money, you sell it off. And when you lose money, you sell it off even quicker, just so you can absorb that loss as quick as you can, so you don't lose more money. But the upside, you're trying to make essentially a quick dollar. I mean, there is a lot of strategy when it comes to trading, and there are a lot of people that I watch that do day trade, that do very good things, that are successful at it. But I've also heard that, as an analogy, that if you're going to day trade, you're going to pretty much lose 90% of the time. But when you win that 10% of the time, you win typically big. But investing, on the other hand, is what I consider myself. I consider myself a dividend investor, a long-term dividend investor. So I invest in companies that, A, hopefully will grow into the future, and B, will pay me that dividend so I have consistent income, or a relatively consistent income through ups and downs in the market. Another thing I would say, there's value investing, there is dividend investing, there's all sorts of different kinds of investing as well. There's lots of terminology you do have to get familiar with. But I'm in it for the long term. I am a long. So I typically, when I view a company, when I'm looking at a company, I'm looking at, I would say, the shortest 5 years, and the longest is obviously until I'm dead. But I don't typically look for a company that I'm not going to hold long term. I want to make sure I grow, and I'm growing with the company, and they are not only giving me that dividend, but they're also paying me out that compounding interest. So I'm getting the dividend along with the growth as well. And that's not all companies. AT&T, for example, they trade pretty much sideways, but they have paid a consistent dividend for a very long time now. But I would even go as far to say, and of course I'm no expert, but holding long term, you will win more often than you lose, because whether or not if you make educated decisions, of course, but if you are looking at a company and you see value in that company, for me personally, when I started investing, I was mainly focused on companies that I use. Like I liked Microsoft, of course. I liked that. My wife and their whole family use iPhone, so I was like, of course, I got to use that. Walmart, Target, those companies I use. My wife uses pretty much constantly. Target, but those are just companies that I see that have a lot of potential, and especially for around here, I've seen Target, for example, adapt, especially to COVID, so quickly, and obviously their stock price has reflected that, and their earnings have reflected that. But I just want to say that for me personally, day trading or swing trading even is a lot more risky. And I know a lot of my friends that watch this is where I've gotten a lot of feedback, people asking me for stock tips. If you're not looking to invest long term, for example, my examples are not what you're looking for. I mean, I have made a quick buck here or there, but I'm not particularly savvy at it. I would say I'm more or less am looking for the long term again. Now, I know I rambled a lot in this video, but I do want to quickly show you my top holdings, because I was looking at this earlier and I thought this was kind of interesting, just so everybody who watches my videos and wants to know more what I'm investing in, I will show you what my top holdings are real quick, so you can see that you'll see that I'm not necessarily holding for the short term. So here we'll go over to this. So you see that I have ETFMG. This actually is MJ as the ticker. Microsoft, Simon Property Group, Apple, and Gladstone Land. Those are my top ones that I own the most equity in. I would say that those companies aren't necessarily. MJ obviously is marijuana or cannabis, I should say. Cannabis ran up. I actually was up, I believe, a total of 700 at one point. But even at that, the total, I'm not looking to even take profits, because, again, I'm not a swing trader, I'm not a day trader. I expect marijuana, once that becomes legal, is going to skyrocket. So MJ is going to freaking skyrocket. And that will make me a ton of money and hopefully continue to grow into the future, right? Microsoft, of course, they are going to be around for a very long time. I use Microsoft Windows. I use my Xbox. I love Microsoft, pretty much anything they do. Simon Property Group, now that's more of a recovery play. They invest in malls and whatnot. They're a REIT. Apple, of course, they're going to keep growing into the future, especially when it comes to things such as like the Apple Car. That I know that's just rumors right now, but Apple comes late into the game a lot and proves to be successful over time. Gladstone, that's another REIT. And then obviously next one is ExxonMobil. You guys all know that is an oil company. So I try to diversify a lot, but again, guys, I'm looking into the future, the long future, and I hope for my portfolio that I will eventually be able to hand this over to my kids even. I do not even want to sell the majority of what's in here. And I think, even right now, I think I own something like 96 different companies. And I know that's a lot, but I'm trying to spread out a lot, and I want to get paid every single day. And if you guys watch my payout videos, my dividend paycheck videos, how much I get paid in January every single month, you'll see that I get paid more than every single day. I get paid in January. I believe I got paid twice at least for every single day, something like that. But it's pretty crazy. So that is just my investment decisions. But if I'm saying, if I could boil this down to one thing, I would say that day trading, your risk is extremely high, but your payoff can be extremely high. Long term, more often than not, you are going to win. I mean, how big you're going to win obviously is determined on what you're investing in. Me personally, I am again a dividend investor, so I am looking for that dividend payout. I'm not even necessarily looking for growth, just the dividend. The growth is just an added bonus. But with that being said, guys, I hope that you got a little something out of this video. I hope that you check out my links down below, my Robinhood, my Yada, my Acorn. That half that is going to charity, just so you guys know, my Acorn. And then also check me out down in Instagram. That's in the description as well. I'd love if you go and subscribe there, follow me there. I do like to post every single day. I like to post how much I earned or lost in that day. This week has been a little crazy with the marijuana stocks, with the cannabis stocks, but I still finished up. Go check that out, guys. I appreciate it. I hope everybody's staying warm. I mean, it's freezing here in Wisconsin. Hope you're staying warm. Hope you're staying safe. But with that being said, guys, peace.